and happy Thursday. It is the 8th of May. It is 10 to 7 in the morning, and I'm just going to check the weather outside. Is it raining? I think it might be, but it doesn't matter. We are heading to Animal Kingdom this morning, so early entry is from 7:30, so we are going to get there hopefully around about 20 past 7 and then head straight off to Pandora to do Flight of Passage, obviously. Got a couple of lightning lanes booked for the Safari, River Journey and the Rapids, so we're going to try and get on them. I'm going to try and move them around so that I can just basically go one or after the other. Go on Dinosaur, maybe have some breakfast, see how hungry I feel, and then depending on the time, we might head to Hollywood Studios, so like go to a different hotel and get the bus to Hollywood Studios from there. So yes, I'm just gonna make sure my bag's packed. I think I've got everything, and then just gonna head straight to the bus stop. So I will see you in Animal Kingdom.
Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Navi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikron, or as we call it, a banshee. You've all got them. But don't worry, they're very common around these parts. Let's start the decon.
Initiating GMR decon.
Stand still over your number, you're not going to feel a thing. You're doing great. Almost done here.
They're all clear.
Great. Fly This Way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden. She leads her science team, which is part of the Pandora Conservation Initiative. And we're here in the Valley of Moara studying banshees and their environment. Over a generation ago, this enormous company called the RDA created a lot of damage to the area through their bad mining practices and conflicts with the Na'vi. You'll be able to link to that avatar and fly.
Almost entirely in scent markings, and their stripes help them camouflage. There's also a saddle-billed stork out here on the left-hand side. We are going to find some antelopes over here. Over on our right, these light brown antelopes without horns are female greater kudu. Males have horns that can get to be about 6 feet across. One of the largest of the antelopes. And then these darker brown antelopes with horns are called bongos. Both males and females have horns that are angled back to keep them from getting tangled in the thick brush they hide in. You might notice both of them also have they're actually one of the smallest of the pelicans, even though their wingspan's around 7 to 9 feet. I do need everybody. Zebras stick together in groups sometimes called dazzles. Their stripes help them blend in with each other, which makes it difficult for most of their success being pack hunters that are good at working together and communicating. We're also coming up right next to some Ankoli cattle. The Ankoli cattle's horns may be about 6 feet long from tip to tip, but they're not quite as heavy as they look. They're hollow on the inside. Only sleeping for 30 minutes. Finding a pretty big group of wildebeest out here on the savannah as well. Adult giraffes do usually stand around 16 to 20 feet. We're seeing Maasai giraffes around here. They're on the taller end of that average. Babies of any giraffe subspecies are usually born at around 6 feet. We're seeing a little guy over here. He's a couple months old, probably like 6.5, 7 feet tall. They're able to get up and moving very quickly after they're born, usually getting their legs under them within an hour. Of course, we are seeing an African elephant on the African savanna. It's harder to tell just by looking at them, but there's a bit of... In the animal world, the word greater usually refers to size, so these are the largest of the flamingos. They're also the lightest pink. But no flamingo starts out pink. They all come out of their shells looking a bit like little, the same as ours, and at night it's 6 times better. So they'll spend their days conserving their energy for hunting at night. Not that the males do any of the hunting, though we are seeing a beautiful pretty boy up there. There they go. Females will typically outnumber males in a pride of lions, so the girls are the ones with the strength and numbers that they need to hunt successfully. So our right-hand side waterbuck are another kind of antelope. Get their name because they're not migratory. They stick to the same watering hole for pretty much their entire lives. There's also some rhino.
We are just chilling in the animal kingdom. We've come to a nice little place. It's just down from the safari. It's like the Harambe little village place, so it's there's food places but nothing's open this time, so grab something from the sweet shop. I think is it the Kustaf? No, not Kustafari, I don't know what it's called. Grab something from there, just come here and sit. We've done Flight of Passage and the safari, which is really good. Saw quite a few animals, and I'm just going to head round to Dinosaur, and that's pretty much everything I've got planned for here today. So we might just head on Dinosaur and then head straight across to Hollywood Studios and try and get on Star Tours, obviously. And I've got a lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie, but might not make it depending on what's occurring. So I'm going to walk around past Everest, right to Dinosaur, and see what this stuff looks like now everything's closed. Then head out. I think I want to see the 2 shows, but I'll come and see them another point because I've got loads of time. So that is the plan. Lovely and chilling here. I just like sitting here and just having me little strawberry slushy and just chilling for a little bit. The park's quite busy. Well, Avatar was quite busy. It took about an hour-ish to get in. I put a picture in of the actual mob of people waiting to walk into the land, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. The queue kept moving, and it was obviously air-conditioned inside, so can't complain too much. So just going to finish my slushy and then head around to Dinosaur. We are at the Caribbean Beach, a very short bus ride from Animal Kingdom, and we're just going to head to the Skyliner station. The stop is Jamaica. It's the first stop, in case you wanted to know. Sorry, I had a sneezing fit halfway through filming that. And you come out the bus stop and literally just walk across this car park that I'm walking across. Flip you around, and that is the Skyliner station. So not too far. Not a massive walk, and it was only 5 minutes on the bus, maybe, if that. So not bad at all. Just making sure I don't get ran over, because that'd be the awkward part. But yeah, here's the Skyliner, and we will be in Hollywood Studios probably before 11 o'clock, or at 11 o'clock, which isn't bad going 2 parks before lunchtime. I'm so glad they got rid of the restrictions on when you can park up. It makes it so much better for people like me who just like to go out and about and just frolic in different parks at different times. So yeah, I'm going to jump on the Skyliner and I will see you on there. Goodbye Skyliner, and away we go. Let's go. I love the Skyliner. It's just so easy, so chill, and literally we're nearly at the studios already, so it's probably like 2 minutes if that. So, and the Skyliner is just right at the front of the park, so it means you don't have to like walk from the buses, which I was going to get a bus, but this is easier, so I'm literally nearly there. So yeah, plan is just going to go in, have a wander around, some Star Warsy things, just live my best life in the Disney atmosphere in Hollywood Studios. Got a couple of rides, but I just need to wait and see what time my friend is going to be here, because I need to get back to my hotel and change and stuff and pack some stuff up to go to Disney Springs. But yeah, I think I've probably got a couple hours at least, so should be fine. Probably got till about 1 o'clock in here. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. So we're going to do Star Tours, obviously. Wander on Galaxy's Edge. Go on Mickey and Minnie. I think I've got a lightning lane for that, so depending on the time. It's all going to be good fun. This one here. Have a good time. Good time. Hollywood Studios. And I just absolutely love the Skyline. It's just so easy, like literally. When I'm coming down to go to the station, it's how quick it is. And then it's only another like 5 minutes of the way to Pop Century, so it's the best one. The Epcot one's a little bit longer because it goes through Return Station and Riviera, but this is just so quick and so easy. And looks like Hollywood Studios might be a little bit busy today, based on where the cars are. Wrong one. Based on the fact there's quite a few cars on that side and quite a few over there as well, so it might be a little bit busy in here, but it is what it is, and we'll see you inside.
Attention, we are now ready to begin pre-boarding for flight 6017 non-stop service to Coruscant. All passengers traveling with young ones may board at this time. We will begin general boarding.
Prepare engaged. Right, pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left, move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right, pull back on the stick to fly out, and push forward to fly down. Oh, watch it. Chewie takes flying this thing too easy, eh? No guns. Auto weapons engaged. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that coax out. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed.
We are back in the room. We have smashed out so much already. It's 2 o'clock. We smashed out loads. Obviously, you saw coming back from Hollywood, so going to Hollywood Studios, I hit Star Tours, wasn't a spy, again. Smuggler's Run, I paid for Lightning Lane for Animal Kingdom, but then after you've done your first one of your 3, you can then select it for a different park if you wanted. So I did them, then selected it for Smuggler's Run at Hollywood Studios. So it meant when I finished in Animal Kingdom, hopped over to Hollywood Studios, jumped on that, no queue at all. Literally, I was on and off in probably like 15 minutes and the queue was 65. Star Tours was probably the longest queue I've seen, probably about a 15-minute wait there. And then went over to Muppets, watched the Muppets, got a brownie sundae, which I will insert a photo of up here somewhere, and then just came back up the Skyliner back to the hotel just to sort of get my stuff that I need for tonight and tomorrow. And I think I've got everything. If I've forgotten something, then what am I going to do about it? Not much. But yeah, I think I've got everything. I've got clothes for tomorrow. I've got my passport, got my phone, which has got my Epic tickets on it. So I think I've got the important stuff. So I'm going to head off now to Disney Springs to meet my friend Laura, and I will see you there. so funky. Okay, so it's not the Terra Luna. Look at that view. I'm gonna see how far I can zoom in. Not very, but
I'm sure you can.
but you can see enough of Epic over there.
I mean, you're not going to get any closer.
Unless I like.
Yeah.
Hang on. Can't get any further, there's glass in the way. Now I've moved the gimbal down. There we go. So this is the, what's it called again? The Stella Nova Resort. It's on the screen there. I will remember it eventually and zoom out. We get 2 good beds. Hang on.
Bigger than a double.
Hang on, hold that. Make sure it's pointing at the bed.
Which bed? That one?
I'm not going to jump on yours.
Go on. Hey!
Oh my god. That is very comfortable.
Is it going to do after a long walk around
Yeah.
City Block?
That is going to be perfect. Perfect for me in my old body. And you get a nice little coffee machine, but I don't drink coffee, so I don't care about that.
I do.
This is my vlog, not yours. Thunder. Water, which is ours. It wasn't provided. Nice little sink area. You can see me in the mirror. What more could you want? Bathroom. Nice shower. Cosmic Ember shampoo and conditioner. No shower gel though. Universal. I like my shower gel. Spin it around. Funky little air conditioning unit. Gonna turn you down because I like it nice and cool. Speaking of cool,
Hey!
there's Laura.
Well, that was a nice compliment.
I'm feeling nice. I'm on holiday. And yeah, there's Epic out the window. You could say it's an epic view. I'll be here all week.
Hey.
And like in the distance is Universal. The funky little roundabout thing that they built is like there. And the other hotel's on the other side, isn't it? Like
That side.
that way, that way. How cool is this? So are you ready for an interesting fact for you and the vlog?
Go on.
These images are actually from NASA.
Ah,
So they asked NASA for some photos to use for like cosmic-y stuff.
that's cool.
And that's what we got.
Huh.
There you go. And that was a very quick room tour of, hang on, the Stella Nova Resort. I will get it right eventually.
It's okay, he's old. He's got me to look for.
Well, I told someone I was staying at the Stella Luna
and
Resort,
Like, what's that?
and I was like, and they're like, what's that? I was like, well, it's a new Universal hotel. It's obvious what it is. Come on, but no, I will get it eventually. Stella Nova Resort, Universal, smashed it. Please watch your step. Moving walkway exit is approaching. Please watch your step. Oh. We are in City Walk. Haven't been here for like 7 years, so I have no idea what is going on in here. So let's have a look.
The moving walkway exit is approaching.
This is ridiculous.
What was a 7 or 8-year-old like? Oh wow, that's nice. Are you filming?
Yeah, you can still talk. I'll just do a video. I'll put music over the top of it. That's $65. I think that's quite spenny for that. Considering the epic ones, yeah. This t-shirt is coming home with me. $35. Don't care. Bottles are $29. Which isn't too bad. And I like the mugs. And that brings an end to that vlog. That was day 3. As you can tell, it is a lot later on. I'm looking less clean shaven. Probably my hair's a little bit longer. Less happy because I am back at home just editing these vlogs now. So this is like present time me just ending this one off. So I didn't really record loads in that one. Just mainly because if you don't know Laura, I see Laura like maybe once a year because she lives in America and obviously I don't. So I was just spending a lot of time with her catching up and everything like that. So I didn't film loads and it also absolutely chucked it down. We did go to the NBC Sports Grill? I'll put the name down at the bottom. We did go there for dinner that night and I'll post a photo of the food that we got. So we got like some cheese curds to start with and I got a burger. So I'll post a photo in there so you can see that. And then what else did I do? Where we wandered back to the hotel. Well, got a bus back to the hotel. The bus was about 15 minutes from the bus stop at Universal Orlando, like City Walk area. So it wasn't too bad. Thought it was going to be a little bit less time, but it's not too bad, I suppose. You can't really complain. And bought a couple of things from the shop, which I will also insert some photos of. I bought a nice little Epic Universe quarter zip, which the staff in the hotel were actually wearing at the check-in desk, and an Epic Universe t-shirt. So I post them both in here as well. I did buy that Mario World t-shirt, which I said I was going to buy. Really wanted the jumper, but the jumper was just a little bit too expensive for my liking. So yes, that is all for this vlog. Sorry it hasn't been like loads of content and stuff, but hopefully you've enjoyed like the room tour of the Stella Nova, remember the name of it, and like a little look around City Walk. It's the first time I've been in City Walk, like I said, since 2018, so it was nice to get back there. And tomorrow, well, I say tomorrow in Florida World, but next week for you will be the Epic Universe vlog, which I was very excited for then. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to see when more of these go live, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.